I just caught up with all your friends from Sons of Anarchy at Comic-Con this weekend.
I know. I was filming with everybody on...
Why didn't you go to Comic-Con?
Because I had to come here.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I had to leave. We shot all night. Well, I can't say anything about what we're doing.
Yeah, I know.
But
That's what they were telling me, too.
Yeah, you can't talk about specifics of the show. You can only say you're working on the show. But when we were done working, the next day they were going to that, and I flew out to come back on tour.
How has that been for you? I mean, that's got to be a lot of hectic.
Oh man, I'll give you an example. I started work on the set I got up at 5 in the morning. I was on the set at 6 yesterday and worked, and then I didn't get any sleep. Then I went over because I have 3 businesses. I work with the TV stuff, I work with the Illusion motorcycles, and with the music. So I had to go by the shop over there and deal with things over there. Then I headed to the airport, flew all night, landed here this morning. I was 70 miles away. I had to have a town car pick me up and give me a ride here just in time to get breakfast and then get ready and do our show.
God, like, how do you keep it all straight? Like, do you sleep at all? No.
I do, but it's like I get little bits of sleep. You know, it's like sometimes you get really tired, but if you take like a cat nap, you're refreshed.
Well, then, I mean, you guys tore it up on the stage this afternoon too. It's fantastic set. Yeah, it was absolutely phenomenal. And I mean, what?
You didn't notice that one of my guitars broke a string during the set. We switched it out. I faked it. And then the second one, he gave me the top E was out of tune.
Well, you faked it well.
Yeah. But I'm looking at the guy. He's wearing a bumblebee suit. That's my guitar tech. I said, could you pay a little more attention to my strings and a little less to the, but it's funny. I actually encourage him to be that, So I was going to, if there weren't any other problems, I was going to throw the bumblebee out into the pit and have everybody chase him.
That could have worked, too.
Yeah.
That would have been an exciting Mayhem adventure.
He used to work for Dimebag, and they did that to him.
Oh, my God.
And he had a bumblebee outfit back then. They threw him out in the pit, and he got beat up, and he came
my God.
The antennas.
I'm not surprised coming out of Pantera's camp that would happen.
I love that kind of stuff,
It keeps it interesting and exciting, right? It's rock and roll, man, right?
Yeah, before the show, I was looking at the tech up there. He's getting everything ready, and he's wearing a bumblebee outfit, and I thought it was great,
So, I mean, other than being incredibly busy, how has your Mayhem experience been so far?
I'm loving it. It's great. We're hitting a lot of major music markets across the United States. I think the tour has 26 stops, 1 stop in Canada, which we skipped. It's just not worth the hassle for me to go up there and go through all the legal wrangling for one show. And we've got incredible fans all across the states where we've appeared at, and we really, we really appreciate that. It's not about the money; it's about building our fan base. So we've actually teamed up with Mayhem and Rockstar, Mayhem and Revolver magazine to give away downloads of our whole album for free. So right now, for a limited time, you can go on to the Revolver Mag website online and you can download our whole album free.
Do you think that's the best way to kind of spread the message? I mean, that's the way so many people are sharing music now anyway.
Yeah, I mean, people steal it anyway, but the thing is, it's a lot of people would not give their album away like that. We don't care about that. When we do touring, we offset the costs with all the sales on the merch and all the other things, the money we make. So we're okay. You know what I mean? And we're not looking to make money off the music. We would rather spread it.
Absolutely. I mean, and I think a lot of bands share your sentiments on that because they just want people to hear them and know that somebody's paying attention. Definitely.
Yeah. It's like every time we come to a place we haven't been, like today here, the fans say, wow, man, I just discovered you guys. I love you guys, and that's what we want to hear.
So are there any bands that you've been able to check out at Mayhem?
Checked out pretty much all of them. Yeah, there's a lot of good talent here, man. really good bands from one end of the spectrum to the other. You know.
So what's next for you guys after Mayhem?
Well, we're doing some Uproar dates, Rockstar Energy Uproar, and
It's a good tour too, long and fast.
yeah, we've done it before, West Coast last year, and we're going to be doing the radio shows, not the whole tour, I don't think. And then other than that, we're still working on the bookings and stuff that'll be happening.
So what can you share with us about any new music and new album?
We have 2 brand new songs that we're actually playing on the tour, and we're actually giving some of those away to the people that are here that are seeing us live. But we're not going to distribute those through the online, promotion, because those will probably end up in the next album or EP. And what we've done is we've changed the lineup a little in the band. We've got Ira Black on the second guitar, and he's a really renowned shredder, and me and him blend our styles together. Really, it's really unique.
It's good when you have that chemistry on stage. It's like very, very apparent.
Yeah, well, you saw it today. And now what it's done is it's really cool, because we're evolving to another kind of a feel with our music, which is cool. I always like doing that, and so we've brought a whole nother flavor to it. It's kind of like we took a car that was really fast, and now we put a supercharger on it. So
it's good that you guys aren't afraid to evolve. I think any band that gets stuck in a box, like, it becomes very monotonous to them, and it's always good to hear something different.
Yeah, definitely. I'm always down for change. I'm always down for going forward and changing it up, making it interesting, man. So we're having a lot of fun with it, and the direction of the music, we don't even know where it's going to end up, because we've got so many ideas of things we want to do.
When do you guys find time to write and get together for that?
Kind of funny. We go through like phases where we're really writing and doing a lot of rehearsing, and then we go through times when we're just kind of like on a hiatus from that. We're dealing with all the business stuff. Right now we're kind of in a writing mode. We were before we came on tour also. So what we're going to do is when we get back, we've already got some stuff that's being mixed right now while we're gone, that we just did another new one. And we've got some other ones that we haven't recorded yet that we'll finish up. So kind of we're in that mode right now. Is that going to change? I doubt it. I think we're going to write some stuff for a while.
That's good. So on a personal level, I look at music as a universal language we can all speak and understand. What do you hope your music will say to listeners? Is there a certain emotion you hope it'll invoke?
It's kind of a two-pronged thing. That if you listen to the lyrics on a lot of the stuff, the lyrics are pretty heavy, and that's just metal. That's why the lyrics are that way. Just like country's country, and metal's metal. That's why the lyrics are heavy lyrics like that. But the feeling you get with me is when I write these songs, I have a feeling when I'm writing the riffs on the fretboard. There's sweet spots, I call it. And when you hit riffs that hit those sweet spots, and it really it brings a feeling in you to the surface. And that's what I base them on. Usually 90% of the songs I will write the riffs first, and once we get those down, then we do the lyrics.
So I'm sure the creative process is just as therapeutic to you as an artist as it is to the listener that's hearing it also.
Oh yeah, it feels good. Where you're creating something that you really love. You're doing it your way, and it's like, it's your creation. So yeah, it is therapeutic.
Absolutely. I mean, even for you personally, you get to pursue like all three loves here. So that's awesome.
Now that I feel real fortunate. I'll tell you, it's so great to be able to do 3 different jobs that you love. And it's really hectic and busy a lot of the time, but I don't care, man. It's worth it. I love it.
I personally feel life is too short to not do what you enjoy doing, and like it's awesome to witness people that are able to blend all those things together.
Oh yeah, I mean, you're blessed when you can have this kind of a situation where you're really busy doing things you love to do.
So other than trying to record and do anything, are there any other touring plans for after Mayhem?
Well, we have the Uproar I told you about, and we're going to be working for bookings on some stuff after that. We haven't solidified. Yeah.
Awesome. That's great. So what's one of the craziest things you've witnessed on Mayhem so far?
My bus driving by itself at 75 miles an hour down the interstate while I went to get something out of the refrigerator.
Wow, how did that occur?
I've got a video of it if you want to see it.
Yeah, kind of interesting.
Go to Attica 7 Facebook and you'll see it. It's funny. Yeah.
Well, speaking of social media, how have you guys embraced that as a tool and an asset? I mean, it's certainly not the way it used to be. I mean, no,
it's totally different. We're totally into it. We've got the Twitter, we've got the Facebook stuff, we've got the Instagram and the website and all that.
Fans love it too.
Yeah, man, it's interactive. People are right there. People get on there. I was just at that show, and they send in their videos, like we had. So I'll tell you, there is two things that come to mind now that we're talking about the fans. There was a guy in a wheelchair at one of our shows. I think it was Mountain View, California, by Frisco. And he was in the mosh pit, and he got knocked out of his wheelchair. So the people in the mosh pit picked him up, helped him get back in his chair, and then they hoisted him above their heads, and they crowd surfed him toward the stage, and then they kept chanting in unison, "On the stage, on the stage." And there's video of this on YouTube. It's really cool. And they handed the guy to us on stage, and he stayed on stage for the rest of the set. That was pretty cool.
I can't even imagine what your reaction would be to see that. You're like, oh my gosh!
Yeah, we said let him on, and we got him on, and the guy was a full metal head, and he was excited as hell. It was probably one of the best days of his life.
Oh, I can only imagine. That's so exciting. But
another thing that happened just a few days ago, we were in Hartford, Connecticut, and we did a song called "Devil's Daughter." So Evan gets all the girls, says, "Hey, this is about all you evil, nasty girls that cause us all to do crazy stuff." He says, "I want you to open up the biggest mosh pit you can, and everybody out, all the guys out of there, and just the girls go in there." And we had a big metal mosh pit of women. Yeah,
I think that's a first.
Great.
I think that's a first.
You go look at that on the website. You'll see it's on there on the Facebook for sure. And there's a big cloud of dust, man. They were moving.
That's right. The girls can throw down just as well as the guys in the pit. So.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, I want to thank you so much for taking a few minutes to speak with me. I appreciate it. We certainly look for more to come from you guys. Definitely keep us posted on new music and everything, and can't wait for new season of Sons of Anarchy to start too. So.
Watch season 6. It's going to be fun. Oh yeah. All right. Thank you.